Welcome everybody to the Battleknights Mobile 5v5 Championship Season 1. We're on to round 3 of Day 2. I'm your caster Linwell, and joining me today in the casting desk is none other than Peachy.
Hello everyone. Welcome to the game. This is the match between Power Rangers Jungle Fury, which are on the blue side, which have banned Zask right now, and on the other side we have Team Elimination, that is on the red side.
Indeed. And so far, the band's looking pretty good, as Jazz has been very dominant in the meta, with just being so tanky and dealing a lot of damage with his shred. Also, his stun not being locked behind his attack speed has been affecting a lot of players, and they've been playing him really well in the meta currently. Likewise, Chip also does have a lot of DPS for his level and able to snowball in a lot of different situations, has the healing, has the mobility with the shortcut or the portal. So it's looking like both teams have done their homework and they are here ready for a good fight here. But aside of Team Power Ranger Jungle Fury, it's gonna go for a double mage ban. Team Eliminator, however, might just go for a jungle ban, considering the other side, the blue team, has the first pick.
We might be seeing a Hayabusa 1 airline support coming in.
Indeed. And the current trend has been roamer bans as well as the mage bans. Junglers still being open. I guess either teams, gamble a little bit and have a trade off between either Ling, Hayabusa, or Roger. So one of them might be banned off in the situation. Although I think from the side of Team Eliminator, they're going to want those certain picks. So could go for another Roma ban, maybe the Diggy, and utilize those massive crowd control abilities, which could be either from the Minotaur or even the Atlas. But we only have to wait and see as Power Ranger Jungle Fury is going to be on their side. And oh, what's it going to be?
The Paramis ban, that is the most unexpected ban given Hylos, Roger, Ling, Hayabusa are being open right now. Even the Lolita, who is a good contender for the tank in this meta.
Indeed. And since a lot of heroes are being open, they do have more of a flexibility in those picks, especially from the side of Team Eliminator. Gonna have more of an advantage here. The side of Team Power Ranger Jungle Fury, if they go for a certain jungle with either the Hayabusa or the Ling, just gonna be mirrored by the other team and could possibly go for a Yuzhong or a heavy front line that could even be the Hylos that is still open for the meta. So Zushin is also still available. So it looks like it's just going to be the link here. Says Levi is going to lock in that link, and it looks like Team Eliminator just might have a lot of options available to them.
Maybe it's a Hayabusa pick. Maybe we'll be seeing a Hayabusa versus Ling. And the Ruby has been shown right now as the EXP, given Yuzhong and even Terizla is being open.
Indeed. And looks like from the side of Team Eliminator, they're going to go for heavy crowd control abilities here with the Ruby being a massive frontline. We have seen certain teams pair up this Ruby with a Tigreal, which has been dominating in certain parts of the map. But it looks like it's going to be bid here with the Zushin. And it's pretty fair pick coming out from Team Eliminator. However, the side of Team Power Rangers Jungle Fury gonna have an Angela alongside this Link, which is pretty powerful, and they might as well lock in a Yuzhong to counter, to pair up with this with the Link as well as the Angela, which is mighty damn good.
You are right. They may pick Yuzhong right in this match because look at those lineups. They have a pretty solid lineup with Ling and Angela, but it is a Lunox pick. They have picked a mage.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if that's the correct decision because from the side of Team Eliminator, they have already picked their mage. So the Lunox safety is still present. So second ban phase, before that, Suzumi gonna lock in that Arlet. But yeah, as I was saying, during the second ban phase, the side of Team Eliminator could just ban off the Yuzhong here, and yeah, there it is. It's gone off the board. Or Ranger Jungle Fury, you're not going to have that as an option later on, especially with here Suzumi probably going to be the XP laner, but the Ruby would be the could be the roamer. So the side of Team Eliminator currently have a very strong position here with their lineup, with Clint though getting banned off by the side of the blue team.
We are just guessing if Carlot or Ruby is gonna be the roamer. Let us know in the comment section who is gonna be the
Oh,
roamer.
yep, indeed. But yeah, what do you think the next man? Oh, as I was saying, there goes Terisla.
We have
Yeah,
all the possible EXP that the team Jungle Fury can take.
indeed. And could be a repeat of the previous scenario, or even a different jungler here. Hayabusa could be banned off, although there are a lot of options. Even the Bane is a pretty good pick in this situation. Does have the mobility there, but yep, indeed the Claw is going to get rid of the board. Though both teams hasn't really picked off their marksman yet in this scenario, and it looks like the side of Sarah Moon is hovering over certain junglers. Could go for the Fanny or even the Hayabusa. Nolan still being optioned, though a lot of immunity from the side of our range Jungle Fury with either the Lunox Brilliance Ultimate or even the Link's Tempest of Blades. They're still thinking about it. Could Bane could be either the Bane or the Julian. Okay, let's saying it's gonna lock it in. Yep, a lot of burst damage from the side of Team Eliminator. Too magic, too physical. A lot of crowd control abilities and spacing to be done. Their Power Range Jungle Fury here with the last two picks from their side looks like it's just gonna be an Edith with another crowd control XP laner.
This is a very unique EXP laner, given all the meta EXP has been banned, and even Edith with the Thunderbelt has been popping off lately. Am I right?
Indeed. And yeah, he does have the magic damage with alongside that if he builds up his defense items. The scaling is currently like that. And oh, doesn't look like it's gonna be an event though. And it looks like Shodi only is gonna lock in that Moskov here. A little bit strange here considering the rest of team Eliminator has a lot of dive-ins and they are mid-rangers to a certain extent. If you think about it though, Arlott with the final flash and flicker could be a little bit of danger for their side though. Pete C gonna lock in that X-Pork EXP.
Looks like Team Power Rangers Jungle Fury have a lot of close range, which is beneficial for Zuxin, since her skill 2 enables her to annoy and poke the enemy. It seems like we are going to see a lot of poking around.
Indeed. And this battle between Power Ranger Jungle Fury and Team Eliminator looks like your classic heroes versus villains with the Power Rangers versus Eliminators. But yep, indeed. Taking a look at both the drafts here, are you favoring any teams, Peachy, or maybe like certain matchups that looks very positive for you?
For me, the red side, who is the team eliminators, seems a little on the greener side because they have a lot of CCs that will help them to get those kills. But again, on the team Jungle Power Rangers Jungle Fury, they have a lot of damage dishing out coming in
Yeah.
from Lunox, coming in from Xboard, even Zask, sorry, even Moscow, and even Link.
Yep.
But this is going to be a very close match between both of the teams.
And the team eliminator has to pull up their stops. They don't have a marksman, so they need to be able to mark down those back lines and possibly give them an either easier chance in those team fights. But we are on to the land of dawn, ladies and gentlemen. Gonna have fast jungles here with three of their allies can be present in the jungle. Rest of the team they're gonna go towards the goal lane with the Lolita and Ruby can be positioned aggressive for this Moskov. Could possibly be caught out of guard. Though hasn't been spotted yet. Instead, Angela can be poked and use the Purify very early on. This is huge for Team Eliminator.
But the Angela survived and she had to back off. And now looks like Lolita is back to annoy that Moscow.
Indeed. And the rest of team Eliminator here more funneling towards the gold lane, especially there. But in the XP lane, Xborg here going for a 1v1 against the Arlet, gonna be pulling him back and dealing a bunch of true damage, going down to half HP. Suzumi in a bit of trouble in those lane phases. There's Lolita here trying to dive in towards the lane and poke him. So Sarah Moon here, the Julian gonna walk going forward, gonna force the link to back off, and rest of the team Eliminator trying to look for a certain gank, even to this Moskov that is protected severely by the Angela. Rest of Team Crisis here, going for a fast link here. Possibly could go towards the turtle lane as Link is hovering over that, uses Temples of Blaze onto Suzumi. Goes could flicker away though. The basic attack and burst him down, getting the first blood. Beat trying to help his teammate, but not being able to do so. Gonna get the kill towards Pizzi as Bit also trades off the jungler, which is huge as the turtle is going to be spawning in a few seconds.
It's just 2 minutes into the game and it's 2-1 already. And look at Julian hovering over the turtle and started the turtle. Maybe he's gonna get it, but looks like Ling is also here and his team also.
Indeed, Power Rangers here. Got the notice. Gonna pop out the Firaga armor though, and the team eliminator trying to walk in forward. Gonna miss the retribution though. Cecily V is gonna get that turtle kill. Can fall back off for that rest of the team though.
And Zuxin has been popping her second skill and throwing around her enemies like it's nothing. Looks like Link's blue has been taken down by Julian, who has missed his retribution but at the turtle, but he takes Link's blue and continues farming. Now at the top lane they are trying, look at Lolita giving them vision that they need. uh, Ruby as a gold laner, which is a very unique pick, and they're trying their best to not get their enemy pass and get ganked. Looks like Lin Mill is having some trouble connecting. He'll be right back, and Link gets a kill on a lot in the bot lane. Also in the mid lane, Zuxin has taken down that turret, while Lunox have been hovering in the top lane. Again, there is a poking going on between Lolita and Angela. Look at both of them. Angela is already level 4, and even Lolita, who is level 5. Maybe Ling would be needing that hard guard very soon since everyone is hovering at the top lane. We are seeing a Ruby getting cut down that lane, and oh, unfortunately, Angela gets caught between that and she has been slain. Also in the bot lane, Xborg has popped his ultimate and has cleared his lane. The turtle is gonna spawn in few seconds and Moscow gets a kill. Look at that. Julian pops his ultimate and his skills, and Zuxin is throwing off her enemies. There is the goal difference. The goal difference is increasing between Team Power Rangers Jungle Fury and Team Eliminators. The bottom lane and it has the still, as since there's still gold, the bottom lane will be cut off by our lot. And there is a skirmish going on in the blue side in at Power Rangers Jungle Fury. Looks like the blue has gone and Ling has been denied his blue once again. Looks like the second turtle. This will be the first turtle for team elimination. Will he be successful getting that retry since there's no Ling? And yes, he is successful getting the turtle. And Lolita pops her luminant blast and Zuxin gets that kill on Moscow. Looks like the top turret has been taken down since the minions and Ruby has been pushing. It is 5 to 8 points, guys, and this is at the 6 minute mark. L- Look at our Lord cutting his lane and trying to go to help his teammates. But will he get caught? And yes, he gets caught between that, and he manages to survive. But unfortunately, he goes down. Ling pops his Tempest of Blade and goes back to farming. Another turret has been gone down, which would be the EXP lane. We have Ruby going on and Zuxian with her ultimate. And she kind of pokes Ruby, and she has to pop her light form just to survive, and she survives successfully. But at the top lane, we can see a Moscow pushing, and he misses his spear off. The third turtle will be spawned in less than 10 seconds, guys, and this is an intense match. Look at the score. uh, And Julian gets a kill on Xborg, and also the Ling. Also looks like Moscow is coming online with his damage. Look at his score. It is 3-3 right now with Moscow, and he's trying his best to save his lane and also trying to come into team fight more often. Also, this is the second turtle for team elimination. And there is certainly a goal gap between Julian and the Ling. And another turret goes down in the bot lane. Now they are left with only inhibitors. Will Team Power Rangers Jungle Fury will be able to defend this? Will while more minions are coming in. Ling pops it, oh, Angela almost pops her Heart of God but refuses, and Zuxian is making sure to poke that Xbox and trying to take off that shield.
Indeed. Team Eliminator has been able to push out the side of Power Ranger Jungle Fury so much, though. You hear Peter trying to go in and dealing a bunch of damage, getting pushed back with Final slash Flicker combo. Lane gonna get the kill onto the Arla, however, rest of Team Eliminator trying to end the game, getting a lot of damage being done. The last Insanity being used and popping a lot of damage, but not gonna miss out anything as Newman Blast with Flicker lands onto the Angela bit, getting the kill on the situation. But just one here, the lollies are gonna fall off very early due to third shot. Rest of the lanes are being pushed though. Team Eliminator trying to end the game, getting the turret damage being done, even though the situation is going to be very low in HP. Only bottom turret left to defend. Team Eliminator pushing out so forward. Power Ranger Jungle Fury trying to defend. Going to have the members available to do so. 4 members, 5 members against 4 other members of Team Eliminator as they try to go for a team fight. Petsy here just might be able to push again. Last Insanity being used, turret being taken down. The Spear of Destiny going to be landing on the Crisis as Moskov deals a bunch of damage, but it doesn't matter as the Ruby just heals off everything as Last Insanity is being used. 4 members down on Power Ranger Jungle Fury. All the Ling left, and he is going to be gone. Zuzumi getting the kill on that, and Team Eliminator winning the round, going on to the next stage as they close up the game.
First game where the Lord has been not slain and they have ended their enemy's base. Not even level 1 Lord, not even level 2 Lord helped them. This was all them by themselves. Look at the team fight, look at the sportsmanship they have shown. It was
Indeed.
brilliant.
Very much so. And as you mentioned, the game just being 10 minutes only. And wonderfully played, though. And looks like Crisis here on the Ruby definitely countered this Moskov and the rest of the team, though the support given, the abilities used in those crucial moments. especially with those flicker Newman blasts alongside Arlott here with the final slash. They just executed it so perfectly. Team Eliminator. The MVP though gonna go to Bid here. Just gonna be dealing the third highest damage, I believe so, with the highest being Crisis here, surprisingly on the Ruby. Well, the side of Team Power Rangers Jungle Fury is gonna be the Link. No, never mind, it's gonna be Beatsy here on the X-Borg and getting the MVP there. But unfortunately, they won't be going to the next round as it will be Team Eliminator instead. So moving on to the next game, we'll be back after a short break, possibly. Though stay tuned for more Battleknights Moba 5v5 Championship Season 1.
A warm welcome to everyone. This is Battle Knights Championship Season One, Day Two, and Round Three. Again, since this is a best of three, this is the second match going on. I'm with Linville today, who's gonna introduce the team. Go ahead,
Indeed.
Linville.
Thank you very much for the intro, Peachy. But yeah, we're gonna have Team Eliminator on the blue side this time, and Team Power Ranger Jungle Fury on the red side. A bit of a miserror in the previous few minutes ago. I forgot this was a best of three, and indeed, Power Ranger Jungle Fury might have a second chance for making a comeback here if they able to pull off this win. Though Team Eliminator still very strong, gonna go for a chip ban here, possibly previous similar to the previous bands, the roamer bands and the mage bands from either sides, but could be also a jungle band if I'm not certain. But Zushin is gonna get rid of the board.
This time we are seeing the Zuxian ban. That Zuxian was very annoying, and she swept off the MVP last game.
Indeed. The way how this position in between the teammates towards the enemies and just able to push out and throw multiple side of the team powering Jungle Fury, you can see that they don't really want that in this game. And meanwhile, Team Eliminator going to stick with the good old bands, two roamers, Matilda, and the chip being a huge problem to their lineups possibly. But the side of Team Power Ranger Jungle Fury looks like they're just gonna go for respect bans for now with the Lolita and the Zushin getting rid of the board. But this is gonna open up more heroes, which we didn't see the previous game. So how do you feel about these bans, Peachy?
I think we will be seeing a new team comp from both the sides, or maybe one side, because Lolita and Zuxian being banned at this game, and since they have taken it that the last game, so there is a possibility of seeing Roger or maybe Hayabusa this time.
Yep, indeed. Very likely so, but it looks like the side of Team Eliminator just gonna stick with their usual all bans here, which is considering to be fair, since Azaz and Matilda as ship can be a lot of annoyance to your composition, especially since they have a lot of mobility with either tankiness or even DPS, able to shred in a lot of different scenarios, even in the jungle invades. Though from the side of Team Power Ranger Jungle Fury, could go for a Roger ban like we saw in the previous game. Or, yep, indeed, it very much is so. And two jungles gonna be open this time with Team Eliminator gonna have the first pick in the scenario, and it's gonna be a Ling once again.
Back to back. This is going to be another interesting match.
Indeed. Very much likely so, but it looks like the Hylos just might be the right counter for the Ling, as we might see a little bit of aggression with Power Rangers Jungle Fury in those early games, as we saw they did have the vision, but were lacking a little bit on the execution because the side F team Eliminator just kept on keeping them on check, whether it be their DPS dealers, their dive-ins. It was just so hard to go in that situation. And it looks like Shorty only it just might be the marksman for them. Could go for the Clint maybe in this scenario or a different hero. All right.
And it was a Yu Zhong pick. The meta EXP is back in this game. Since he was banned last game, we are seeing a Yu Zhong game in this. Also, from the team elimination, we are seeing a mage pick getting picked by Bid.
Indeed, Shanghai could be very much likely in this meta, but you know the side of team eliminators, Yuzhong and the Hylos, it's going to be very hard to position in that scenario. So it looks like Edith's just going to be the comfortable pick into these two heroes, and with the Inspire, could be able to do some action, but going to opt for a flicker combo with either the skill one or even the ultimate or just positioning wise, the crisis is going to be on the fanny here. Wait, double jungle, what's going on? Team Eliminator here going for a fanny exp. Okay, I'm really liking this. If they're able to pull it off well, though it's against a Yuzhong, so I don't see the vision here for Team Eliminator.
I think maybe Fanny would be a goal laner also. I have seen a quite of Fanny playing in the goal lane in my classic matches. So that could be the case in my opinion. But also the Hayabusa has been picked. We are seeing a Hayabusa versus Ling, both of the meta here
Hmm.
in this jungle meta.
Indeed. So far, pretty decent picks coming for both teams, although we are on to the second ban phase here. So from the side of team Power Ranger Jungle Fury, you're going to ban off possibly the mages or even this Arlot could be an issue also. Pretty smart. Arlot with side of Fanny and a Link could be potential, could pose a huge potential threat. As you know, Arlot just sweeping off the rest of your team, while either of them flies in the battlefield. There's always been a contest with the Ling and the Fanny, and seeing both of them on the same team, you don't really want to pair up Arlot with alongside that. But yeah, Team Eliminator instead here going to go for a Faramis ban once again, and it's quite understandable in this scenario.
I wonder how Fanny is gonna get her blue buff. Will she going to annoy Ling, or maybe she is going to play on the sides?
Well, yeah, that is very likely so, but I believe so in the early game he could be able to sustain a lit. I mean, without the blue buff, considering the energy regen is sufficient enough for at least clearing lanes and poking the heroes. Though the bans up here, final ban from team side of a Blood Ranger, I mean Power Ranger Jungle Fury, gonna go for a Xavier ban here in this situation, which is quite understandable, though not really. You do have to massive heroes to keep the Xavier in check, namely the Hayabusa and the Yuzhong. So it is quite peculiar to see, but the side of Team Eliminator gonna go for a Moskov ban in this situation. And Royal General X here hovering over the Lu Yi just might be enough for funneling through and exploding into the lineup of Team Eliminator. But, a mage that could be good against these double assassins. It's very hard to pick.
I think Lunox might do the work since there's two assassin on that team, but I Royal General X was leaning towards a lot of Louis since maybe it may be his comfort pick.
Yeah, it could be very likely so. But the side of Team Eliminator, they're gonna stick with an Angela alongside either a mage or I feel like a bulky mage would be more suitable. But I don't know. I guess even okay, Aurora could be pretty good as well, but the range is the issue. As Hayabusa could just go in, or even Yuzhong being crowd control immunity. So Vexana seems the optimum play here, being tanky enough, even in certain scenarios, and even her Lord providing a lot of frontline sustenance, which is very much needed for the side of Team Eliminator right now.
At this point, looks like Ling and Angela goes hand to hand. Look at them. If there's Ling, there's gonna be Angela. There have not been any matches where there's not been a Ling and Angela together.
Indeed. And looks like Team Power Ranger Jungle Fury is gonna use this plot to maybe separate them a little bit, and they either burst out the Angela before she's able to use the hot guard, or maybe even the Ling here. Surely only gonna be on the clock too. Double vengeance here from the side of Team Power Ranger Jungle Fury, and yeah, we are on to the loading screen in a few seconds. Taking a look at the emblems as well as the spells here. Which side are you preferring a little bit? Do you see anything odd, PG?
This is going to be an interesting matchup since the both teams have equal amount of damage to dish out, but this comes down to the skills that they have. Claude has taken Vengeance to counter Fanny to sustain a little since Vengeance can soak up that damage that Fanny is gonna dish, and even Edith.
Yep, very much so. But the side of Team Eliminator does have the flicker surprise. So it'll be up to proper macro or even vision to be given for his team, for Ranger Jungle Fury. But you will only have to wait and see if we move on to the Land of Dawn here, ladies and gentlemen. Possibly could have fast jungle rotates here coming in with the team here. Gonna have a three-man support in both the jungles, so never mind only two-man from the side of team. Power Ranger Jungle Fury, the Hayabusa as well as the Yuzhong being clearing the red buff. Rest of the team though gonna have more support and pressure being applied on the lanes here, especially the Hylos gonna be providing assistance towards the Claude. Might just be able to stop the Fanny if it comes for an aggressive push.
We'll have to see if this Fanny is also gonna be a very fast hand Fanny or not. Because if she's able to get down Claude very quickly, Claude will have a hard time to farm up.
And but it looks like he'll be getting a little bit of support from his team. Team Eliminator here, playing very aggressive, waiting for Crisis to get his level 2 to be online and maybe deal a bit of poke damage here. Looks like he'll be flying in though. Charlie only going down to half HP just from the 2 combo with the cable. And the Hayabusa can be ganking towards the goal lane here. Possibly could get either Fanny or the Angela goes the Shadow onto the Crisis and lands off a lot of damage being done, though Shadow kill not being committed and won't be going on further as the rest of the team rotates more over towards the third lane. Yuzhong in a little bit of trouble. Petsy gonna get taken down here. Sarah Moon getting the kill. First blood for his team. XP laner going down, and the turtle spawning in 20 seconds. Also gonna miss out on a lot of XP and gold. This Yuzhong. Rest of his team though, Team Eliminator here trying back off, but the side of the Hayabusa Power Ranger Jungle Fury here getting the kill onto that. Even might go on to a jungle invade.
The turtle is spawning in less than a second, and we are already seeing Hylos rotating towards the turtle to give give vision to his teammates.
Indeed. It looks like side of Team Eliminator here with aggression on the XP lane. They know who to target. They know how much pressure to be given. As Claude, yes, you could possibly give your Fanny a bit of an advantage, but what really isn't that much going to do? As you know, Fanny just has the energy, can get one person, but that's about it. So you need the ADIT to be more profitable because considering he's going to be one of your only frontliner here, Petsy even being knocked up, I think it might just be map hacking. He just saw in the bush and just went through and just did a ton of, no, I mean, just poked him a little bit, I guess.
That was surprising indeed. And also, the Black Dragon form has been popped by Yu Zhong, and it is going to be a battle of retreat.
Indeed, but looks like the turtle's going to be cancelled instead. Ling going onto the backline, killing the Luo Yi, getting a double kill onto the Hylos as well. Yuzhong being the only one left alive in that scenario, tries to go in. They're going to get cancelled out as Haya tries to get a trade off, not being able to do so. Instead, will be chased by the rest of the team at Eliminator as Crisis here. Also, Cess Levy gets taken down with Sarah Moonen getting a triple kill. Ling 4 kills on to 3 minutes and 30 seconds. This is not looking good for Power Rangers.
Mon showed no mercy there. He chased Hayabusa to his last bits and made sure he died.
Indeed. A Crisis here being poked down by Claude instead. Marksman getting killed onto the assassin. Might get a bit of assistance though. Ling not going to have the blue buff ready. So won't be able to go in that team fight. The rest of the side of Team Power Rangers here going to profit a little bit from the Claude. And maybe have a bit of a team fight success after he has the DHS. Though Hayabusa going on to the Vexana, dealing a bit of damage. But it's going to be soaked by the Lord of the Vexana, and is gonna survive as the rest of the team Power Ranger Jungle Fury fall back.
This is going as a very normal farming methods are being used, and we are seeing Edith cutting the lane at the top lane and will be trying to poke Hayabusa.
Yep, looks like he's gonna escape though. Denying the jungle, very smart decisions as well. Yuzhong being very low on HP, trying to go and survive though. Goes out of the map. Pizzi here going out of the map. He's just going for sightseeing as he escapes from the battlefield. Hard guard also being used as well as the Tempest of Blades, but the Hylos in a bit of trouble. Going to be poked down by this Ling as well to Angela. Forced to use the Vengeance as well as the ultimate to escape, and the rest of the team Eliminator just going on to the jungle buff instead. Even in mid lane, Fair Fanny coming with a cutthroat. Don't gonna use the execute as well. Though gets the kill onto Royal General X. Hayabusa trying to get a secure to that. Gets the kill onto Crisis, executing, and the rest of the team Eliminator here getting the turret on towards the XP lane. The Yuzhong in a little bit of trouble. Might get melted down. PC gets taken down as Ling gets a double kill onto the Hylos as well.
Even though they are tanky, Ling is making sure to hunt them down.
Yeah, that was okay. I thought the team fight was done, but it looks like Sarah Moon has a different plan in hand, and Edith here chunking a little bit of turret damage. Gonna have to fall back there. Rest of team Power Rangers Jungle Fury a bit confused on what to do right now. They're down on 6 kills. Ling is super fed. 5,000 gold lead here, with most of it being towards the lane, which is you don't really want that to happen. As the rest of team Power Ranger Jungle Fury here, I guess they're gonna force some fights on towards the gold lane where the Claw is currently profiting, but the is down on levels. Air Suzumi going with the knockup effect, as well as Angel's hard guard here. Black Dragon coming in. Hylo's gonna stun the lane, but at what cost as it get melted down? Even the blades not even being used. Tempest of Blades trying to get the Claw, and indeed he does. Double kill for both the Ling as well as Suzumi here on the Edith, with only Hayabusa left for Power Ranger Jungle Fury as he goes on to farm and while his lanes are being pushed.
That was such a very good flicker combo coming in by Edith. She made sure that Louis does not survive.
Indeed, and the assistance provided also. I was a bit confused whether if Team Eliminator would have enough of assistance with their not having a frontliner, but it seems like that is not needed. Though Crisis is going to be wiped off the board. Hayabusa does use all of his abilities in that scenario, so it's going to be a quick cleanup. Hard card not really necessary in that situation, but used anyways for the assist. Rest of Team Eliminator moving even more further onto PC. Yuzhong being so squishy right now. Ling is just so fed. Sarah Moon getting the kill onto the Hylos as well. Gonna be able to escape successfully with a lot of HP and goes on to jungle buff as well. The blue buff being taken. Not really much you can do in that scenario. Team Power Ranger Jungle Fury here in a lot of trouble.
Ling has made the Sky Piercer. I'm pretty sure his stats are very up high given that score of 11-0-3.
Indeed. I think it's just going to go higher as the game progresses. He just keeps on farming, keeps on getting more gold experience and the kills as well here. Crisis going to get second tier turret down. Ling even diving so far in. The enemy inhibitor deals a lot of damage. Just one going to get the kill. Angela getting a kill in that situation. Though it's enough as the Yuzhong goes down here. One crucial member for his team. Hayabusa trying to do something and get a potential kill. They're not going to be able to find that. Suzumi being so tanky. Rest of the team Eliminator moves on towards the Lord to furthermore capitalize their lead as they try to finish the game.
Now Power Rangers Jungle Fury have to step up their defense game and they have to make sure that they defend. The Lord has been slain by Sarah Moon. He did not spend any time wasting, not think to slain the Lord.
Indeed. And Saslevi trying to get a kill on the bit there. Not going to find one though. Link here with assistance. Blade of Tempest use and dealing a bunch of damage. Gets the kill onto the Hylos and Yuzhong as well. Never mind. It's taken down. 3 members down. 4 members down. 5 members down of Team Power Rangers Jungle Fury. Team Eliminator just eliminated them off the face of the map as the Land of Dawn is currently being dominated by them as they end towards the goal where they finish off the game. And the Ceremon gets a turret. It's just the final stance. PC going with the Black Dragon form, but I don't think he can defend this. Never mind, Minus going to be spawned. Rest of the team also going to be spawned and ready. Their Lord is going to be slightly late. It's going to be a 5v5 battle in this scenario with Fanny also having the blue buff, but the Vexana being targeted by the Hayabusa. Not going to be enough damage though. Just to fall back in the safe lines. Their Lord being pushed. Rest of team Eliminator doing a bunch of damage to team Power Ranger Jungle Fury trying so hard to defend, but it's just two lords alongside the rest of Team Eliminator as they burst them down and finish off the base inhibitor. And looks like they will be moving on to the next round this time for sure. 2-0 Team Eliminator.
That was such a fantastic battle. They made sure to take Louis and Claude at a very end corner and kill them.
Indeed. Even taking a look at the stats, Suzumi here dealing the second highest damage alongside the Ling, Ceramon, not even requiring the Inspire to do all of that. And the burst just it's so much physical damage, magic damage, being able to seclude and kill those potential backliners. Even Hayabusa not being able to kill the Vexana, just I don't know, he was slightly more tanky, has the Winter Crown. All three members of them have the Winter Crown. So hard to position here. And Team Power Ranger Jungle Fury, unfortunately, will be losing that round. Most of the damage from their side can be done by Royal General X here, I suppose. But yeah, that'll be all for this match. Number one, I believe so, 2-0, with Team Eliminator getting the victory. And they'll be moving on to the next stage as we'll be right back after a short break with the next team, possibly in the schedule or either I believe if they're ready. But yeah, I think that'll be all for today. As I mean, all not for today, all for this match, at least from us here, Peachy and me on the casting desk. And yeah, stay tuned for more stay tuned for more Battleknights Moba 5v5 Championship Season 1. This has been round 3 of day 3, game number 1. And yeah, take care, boys.
Thank you, guys.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to a beautiful evening. This is Battle Night Championship Season 1, and I'm Sasuke along with a new member this time. One of my old friends, the legend, the man himself, Silverhawk.
Hello everyone. So it's going to be the match for Brothers for Life versus Mock Fictional. And here we see the first band coming in from the Brothers for Life is going to be the Link. Which is actually is a meta band. Yes, Sasuke?
Exactly, you are right. And just to inform the viewers, this is the game number two between these two teams. Due to some technical issues, the game number one was, already in process, and it was Team Brothers Still that who won that game. That draft was pretty unusual, quite unique in their own way. To talk about the draft in the previous game, it was carry on the jungle, which we don't usually see, and it was Johnson on the gold lane itself. The ganking potential was just too much, and I don't think so. Like team Mog fictional could do anything. Moving on to the second game, we are seeing a Louis ban coming in. Definitely, Mog fictional was dealing too much damage from that Louis in the previous game. A respect ban coming in from team BTD.
That is absolutely true. As we see higher band coming in from the side of Mock Fictional, and there's going to be Roger Ban coming in as a second band from Mock Fictional. After the team fight, the heroes get really low HP. So what Roger can do with the Sky Piercer, he can just go use his Lycan Pounce and secure the kill, which is absolutely really good. Even someone just lowers his HP in the team fight, he could just go tap his S1 and secure the kill right away. That could actually lead
Exactly.
to a
Exactly, you are right, my friend. And moving on further, it's going to be Matilda and Zushin Pan coming in from both of the teams, respectively. For the first pick, they could probably go a Julian this time again, or maybe, Zask is open in the mid lane too.
That's absolutely right. Zask could be potentially be a good pick because whenever he taps his ultimate, he could actually even on his low HP, he could just tap his ultimate and regain a new full HP. Even if you wanna kill that spawned ultimate of Zask, you could just have a team fight to lower his ultimate. Then you have to secure a kill on him. And here we see a first pick Xavier from Team Brothers for Life, which is a meta pick and would actually help them.
Actually, it's Brothers Till Death. It's not Brothers for Life. Maybe you have got it wrong, but anyway, moving on to Red side, we are seeing that Minotaur once again. I do think like it was okay. No, it was Team BTD who picked that Minotaur, and this time it's going to be Mark Fictional.
That's right. That's right. As we see the Minotaur pick coming in from the side of Mock Fictional, the turtle fights and the Lord fights for the blue side, it's going to be a little tough. Minotaur, okay, it's going to be Terzilla. So there's a total, they're like trying to go for a total brawl comp over here.
Maybe you could counter such front lane with a bog in the hyper or even in the EXP lane, but again we are seeing Carvilla along with that Basha, so they are going again that tanky in the jungle along with the Roma.
Again, it's
That
going to
is
be Again, it's going to be carry picked by the mock fictional. After seeing the last match, the carry was actually very deadly for the side of mock fictional, so they will not give them another chance to go for carry. So they will pick carry themselves. And we move on to the second phase of the banning. Um, what do you think, Sasuke? What are your guesses for the bans?
And if they want to go a full tank composition, I don't think a Claude or a Lunox would be a viable pick, but we are seeing a Melissa. And let me correct you that it was Team BTD who was playing that carry on the jungle. Team Mock Fictional, they had a Beatrix in the gold lane. Moving on to the second phase, Team Blue, they will be banning out that Julian
That is true. That's absolutely right. As a Julian doesn't need to, scale up to the level 4. He could just scale up to level 3, use his skills, and secure a kill and just go back to his team or take his farm back up. And also, all of his kills would take around almost 5 to 6 seconds.
Exactly, you are too right, and we are saying, oh, no more dragon in the EXP lane. So what would be it? Okay, we are one man left this time. Maybe a Clint. Okay, never mind. They have this carry. So what are the options in the hyper though? I do think maybe a Hellcut or Alpha or a Deroth, but they will be marking down that mage, and it's going to be the Vexana that will be banned down from Team Blue final ban. And this for a mage, I do think like that is also an option. Maybe they could go for a Faramis.
Um, After looking at the picks of the blue side, I think Lilia would potentially be a good pick. And as we know, like they still haven't picked the mage. That's why they decided to ban Vexana, so that there would be at least if they pick Vexana, there could be at least more than CC, because they already have a lot of CC
You
from Terzilla.
You are absolutely right. Lilia would be a good pick for team Mark Fictional this time because, oh, but they will be responding those tanky frontliner with a Valir in the major. I don't think so. Like, Valir, he has that amount, he has huge amount of crowd control along with his a base skill purify. But the damage, the magic damage, he lacks it, and I don't think so. It's quite good. You would probably need another like magic damage to ensure you can melt it down, though. But moving on to the blue side, we are going to see an Edith along with that Lord pick in the opposite lane, that is EXP along with the gold lane, respectively.
That is right. They pick Claw to, the meltdown the Minotaur and the Terzilla in the late team fights, because also Claude has Purify, because even if he gets one of those knockups, his blazing to it is totally going to be cancelled. They're saving the hyper pick for the last. After seeing all those picks, I think Tank Melter would be a better option because they also have a carry to melt down those front laners. But let's see how it goes. Husky.
Talking about the tank melters, we see two viable options. That is Deroth along with an Xbox, but we are seeing some hovering over to that Alpha. Maybe they would lock it down. 5 seconds to the final reveal.
And that's right. That's going to be Alpha from the side of Mock Fiction. Alpha could actually scale up pretty fast, and coming from his passive, he could deal a lot of true damage. And actually, yeah, you're right. He could actually be a tank melter in this game, because there's a Edith, there's a Carmilla, there's a Bakshia. He could potentially shut down those front laners in the team if it goes better for them, because they also have a Terzilla, a Minotaur to give them a good setups.
Exactly. Both teams have picked a lot of CC in both of the draft. I do think like this would be the battle between the biggest or the continuous CC wins the game along with the position of the damage dealer. That is not to forget. Oh, we are saying that Claude did change his spell from Purifier to Sprint. He might be in some danger because, there is ton of CC in the enemy team, that is Team Red.
That is right. But potentially after seeing his sprint spell, he could actually, after the team fight, he can just come to clean up the and secure the kill. That's what I would love to see now, because since he doesn't have Purify, that's the only thing he could just do. Like after a team fight, he could just come, secure the kill, and just go.
Well, that is some good speculation from you, and the positioning or the buff rotation. It's going to be both of the junglers. They are probably going to gank in the gold lane as the first rotation for their first rotation. It seems.
That's right. Maybe Minotaur is helping Alpha get his farm, but Carry has been left behind, because if the Carmilla and Xavier decide to rotate to the gold lane, it's going to be a problem for Carry. And even as we see, they're just tapping the minions, but Carry will still going to clear the wave now. If the Claude decides to freeze the wave, it's going to be a problem for Carry. And we see a early gank coming in. There's an invasion coming in from the side of Blue. the buff will be still secured by Alpha. Carry comes to
Really.
join the team, but still she will secure to go back to his turret.
Meanwhile, Terizla might be in some trouble, maybe forced to use down his flicker. Will he commit? Oh, look at that. That bad boy just managed to save or survive himself from the dire situation. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, Claude might be in some trouble, but there is Pasha right on time to save his cold laner. No, that damage coming in from Xavier in the early phases of the game is just too much to handle.
That is right. He decides to use his flicker. In the bot side, we see Carry is almost taken down. She's forced to use the flicker and go back to a bush to secure a recall.
It's just a minute and 50 seconds in the game. The turtle is about to spawn, and we are seeing too much of huge resources being used from Team Red. 3 flickers being used. Meanwhile, in the blue lane, it was only Xavier. He maybe to probably go out of some people's zoning. Oh, he did use this flicker to secure a kill, but in the process, he didn't. Meanwhile, talking about the turtle, it's going to be the Team Blue, and they probably might get this as Team Red doesn't really go for the contest this time.
Oh, no contest at all. They wanna, play it safe. They wanna go it for the passive because carry takes a lot to scale up. Meanwhile, as Claude also decides not to gank the turtle fight. As we see, Alpha is taking his blue buff. Carmilla maybe like go for a kill for carry because she doesn't have a flicker. They will first blood coming on to carry at the side of blue. Then the Claude securing the first blood. There's a potentially ambush coming in from the left side, but Minotaur's reveals his position. The gold crab may be taken by Claude. Alpha is seeing it. He still has his retribution to steal it. He still decides not to use his retribution. The Barksay is also rotating to the gold lane. Carrie comes back and defends her turret. Still, she is lacking back in farm. Claude has more farm than Carrie. As we can see, Baxia may potentially go in and go for the next kill because Carrie still doesn't have a flicker. A lot of utility is being used up. Claude also secures the next kill onto Carrie.
That is a beautiful gang coming in from Team Blue. Team Red, they should probably have that poor marksman though. It is pretty low on gold. A 0-2-0 is not the score he is looking for, and it might impact them in the mid to late game scenario. Meanwhile, we can see a 4-man stacked up in the top lane. They are trying to look out to kill this. There is La this time.
Right, absolutely true. As we can see, Claude also has his first item. It's going to be Corrosion Sight. After ganking the bot lane, I guess they're going for the top tier because, as you can see, Terizla still hasn't built in boots. It would be better if he, make some tankiness because it's an early game. He still has Alpha. I think they will take this turtle because they still have to rotate. Garcia will go in. Here is team vision. There's a huge team coming. Garcia will be using his ultimate. Will be secured by the side of red team. Double kill coming in from Claude to carry.
Exactly, in the mid lane, Terizla might be in some trouble as Xavier will be there to secure a kill over to that Terizla. A beautiful team fight coming in at the turtle section. It was Alpha that won the battle of retribution. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Xavier and Carmilla were ready, and they did took out the whole chunk of gold from the tower. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, Carrie might be in some trouble again as she is alone in 1v3 situations in going down, immobilizing the carry. Lord is looking there, but he'll be forced to use his the second skill, but in the process, he'll be going down as he was there to shut him up. Carmilla did a splendid job though, but that wasn't necessary. It died, giving a free kill to the carry though.
They're totally managing to, they're keeping carries farm down. So in team fights, the Claude is more scaled up and they can potentially win the team. But still, Team Red has a lot of CC. But if there's no tank melt except for Alpha, I don't think it's going to be the team fight winning on the side of Red.
Exactly, and meanwhile, you were saying about the scenario. We saw a team fight happening, a 1v2 situation in the EXP lane. Tesla was going down. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, it's going to be Minotaur again going down. Ultimate use from Tesla, and it's going to connect two of the people, but in the process, he will be going down as the damage coming in from Edit is just too much, securing a triple kill, a 2-4-4 trade. Victory for team fight in favor of team blue. Again, a gold lead of okay, maybe
It's almost
70 gold lead.
that's absolutely right. It's almost around 8k goal lead. Claude will be respecting the tier, and he would potentially back off because there's no teammate of Claude to give him the gin. But Carry will be back and protect the tier. As you can see, Claude also has two items. As you look over the itemizations, but still there's a use case that secure to take in and carry. He will be Subayoti still will pay back for that kill as he went too deep.
Exactly. The carry, she should respect Claude at this time though, because Claude is pretty farmed out, but oh, he died in the process though. But never mind, Alpha is there just to clean up the bot lane and save that tower, and that is the tier 2 tower. The Lord will be up in 80 seconds. That is pretty huge time. Talking about the itemization, the highest gold is definitely the Claude. He has Corrosion Sight along with Demon Hunter Sword. Maybe going for Rose Gold Meteor, a standard Claudie item. Meanwhile, for the red team, it's going to be the Alpha who has the most gold lead. He has built War Axe, maybe going for okay, a team fight. It broke up. Did you see what happened in there though?
Oh my god, that was a good team fight coming in from the blue side. They potentially took off Terzilla and Minotaur out of the team fights. I guess they explore some mid tier, but still, they're playing it respectfully. They're not doing the overextension. They shouldn't because they have. Daxia could be potentially be taken down, but he manages to escape. He manages to escape.
Exactly. It's not that easy to melt down that mighty iron side Pasha.
That is right. He is trying to do some recalls. The trolling keeps going on. The Tesseract does the same. There's a team fight coming in. Dawning Light coming popped off. The penalties on coming onto the Claude. Claude will manage to escape back. Baxia will go for the kill onto the carry. Carry still doesn't have a flicker. He will manage to secure that kill. Meanwhile, triple kill coming in from Xavier. He would have secured the Maniac, but still he misses his Dawning Light. And it's a huge gameplay coming in from the side of Business for Life.
Exactly, and they it's been 9 minutes in the game, and they have already took down one of the inhibitors, and that is in the bottom lane itself. The Lord is up, and I don't think like with this Lord, that is a basic Lord, the first Lord of the game, they'll be taking down the enemy base this time, because the gold lead is just growing on, and Fury coming on a 2-4-5 situation, not a 2-4-5, but 2-4-4 indeed. Look at the damage coming in from Edit. She'll be taking down that marksman carry going down again, but in the process, Alpha manages to secure or rather shut down that Edit.
Two of the sandbags will be taken down before the Lord comes, but still they will be back till the Lord crashes onto the tier. But there will be no tier to defend in the bot tier because the Lord will be marching down from the bot lane. Xavier will be taking that blue buff. Lord is trying to melt down that Minotaur. He will not succeed. He would have been succeeded if there was no. But the Tawny Light gets the kill onto the Minotaur. There's a nice aim coming in from Xavier. Basket is trying to recall. Light wheels coming in from carry, penalty zone coming in. Basket potentially be taken down. Blazing Fit coming from Claude will be taken down. Alpha is down as well. Meanwhile, Claude secures a kill onto the carry. There's no one to defend the base except for Valir, and I think he's AFK.
Well, that is true. A 0-4 trade. Again, a beautiful team fight coming in from blue team. The Lord is in the base. Not that damage coming in from Xavier, and the cleanup from the Lord. Minotaur was melt down in a pit, and the Lord and the rest of the members of Team Blue will be marking down that base, and this is going to be the victory for Team B BTD.
That's a clean sweep coming in from the BTD team. If we look onto the itemizations of the board team, if you see, Claude has a lot of farm, a lot of farm. He also has built the penetration to melt the frontliners, as I told you in the between the draft phase. And as we can see, he was also trying to go for the wind talker for the movement speed so that he could rotate a little bit faster. But from the side of a mock fictional, maybe something went wrong for their draft and the team fights. Carrie wouldn't like she couldn't able to scale up just like the Claude did, because there was a lot of team fight coming onto the carry and she couldn't build her farm.
Exactly, that's what went wrong. The rumor was not able to help the cold laner, their soul, or rather than the main damage dealer output. In the late game, carry is the only one who will be dealing ton amount of damage, melting down the three tankers that was Pasha, Kamila, along with that edit. An unfarmed marksman is rather a deadbeat to the team, but this is all 2-0 victory for Team BTD as they will be proceeding to the next phase of the tournament. This is all. I'm Sasuke signing off along with Silverhawk.
Good night, guys. As mock fictional has lost this game, we will see you in the next round.